Congratulations, 2020 graduates of the College of Business at the University of Louisville. Today is all about you. We don't usually encourage people to think first or most about themselves, but today should be about you, about what you've accomplished, all of your hard work, all that you've achieved, and all that you will achieve. These are extraordinary times, and you are extraordinary people. It is great to celebrate this incredible achievement with you. The conferral of your degree is an important moment. You see that I'm wearing my regalia. Lots of people will be celebratory and happy for you, and humor will be introduced, but I choose to take this moment seriously with all the gravitas that the conferral of your degree from your faculty and the dean should carry. The conferral of your degree is an important moment, a serious moment to recognize all the hard work you have put in and all the great work that you've put in. It is an important certification of the knowledge you've acquired and the perspective that you've gained. You will actually get 2 graduations, this virtual graduation and then another one in December where we can redo this celebration in person. I'm really looking forward to that. But what I'd like to talk about very briefly today is opportunity and adversity. Ben Franklin may have been the first to observe, out of adversity comes opportunity, and I really believe that. I hope you do too. The past 8 weeks have provided an unprecedented share of challenges and real adversity for you. Still, this pandemic did not take away your opportunities. It may serve to change their appearance to you, how you recognize opportunity. It may even create opportunities that weren't there before the pandemic. The world's going to be different. And it certainly prepared you to tackle opportunities as well as adversity as they come your way. But it didn't take away any opportunities to achieve what you aspire to or to be who you hope to be. Challenges are part of our journey. Trust that the skills and the work ethic you've honed at the College of Business at the University of Louisville will see you through, will in fact sustain and accelerate your successes throughout life. Trust in who you've become, what you've learned about yourself, including what you've learned over the last 2 months, and have faith that you will emerge better prepared to succeed and better prepared to understand those successes in the framework of your own personal aspirations, values, and goals. Today, I regret that we are not together in person to celebrate, but that reality in no way diminishes your accomplishments and in some ways solidifies the growth you have achieved at the University of Louisville. Congratulations to all of you. We are so very proud of you. We cannot wait to be spectators to your great success in the future.
Good morning, everybody. I want to start by telling you a little bit about you. About a year ago, several campus leaders and I decided that because students are at the center of everything we do, we needed to learn a little more about our cardinals. And here's what we found. A very carefully conducted research study showed us that cardinals, compared to their peers across the Commonwealth and across the country, stood out with these features. You are uncommonly ambitious, bold, open to ideas and people, and passionate about making a positive difference in the world. We talked about how to capture the essence of this, and we said you are full of life. So our watchword for you is vitality, and I'll come back to this in a moment. Now let me acknowledge that these past couple of months did not go at all the way you planned, and I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that you missed out on the in-person goodbyes, on visiting your favorite haunts, on a little bit of merrymaking perhaps, and who knew that you would be spending so much time thinking or talking about toilet paper and Tiger King. So I get it. But guess what? This will pass. Because through your vitality, through the fact that you're full of life, you have persevered. You have persisted, you have overcome, and you have succeeded. You are a college graduate. So congratulations. In light of this online format, I decided to cut my obligatory words of wisdom short. I thought I would share with you 4 lessons I have learned during this crisis, and I hope they resonate with you. The first is that as we navigate our way through these uncharted waters, we are all in the same storm as a human family. Our fates are intertwined. That's number one. The second, to adapt liberally, from a quote by Damien Barr, we may be in the same storm, but we are certainly not in the same boat. Some of us are in yachts, and some of us are in leaky boats with the one oar. The third lesson is that there will be another storm in our future. We don't know what it is. Already at 22 or 23, you have seen in your lifetimes 9/11, the financial meltdown, a global pandemic. We don't know what it is, but there will be a storm because that is the nature of life. And here is lesson number 4. Nobody is better prepared to tackle this challenge, to persevere, and to come out the other end stronger and more united than you as Cardinals. Remember, your college degree already means that you are way ahead of the majority of the population in the Commonwealth. Your degree from the University of Louisville sets you apart. And I know you will never forget that with great advantages come great responsibilities, that you will not forget your vitality, that you are passionate about making a difference for everybody so that nobody has to struggle when a new storm comes in and feel all alone. And now, I told you that we'll make up for the fact that you missed your customary celebration. Yes, we will have a celebration for you in December, and I really hope you all show up for your commencement. But never fear, we have many more surprises for you today. All of us are so proud of you that from Jasper Noble to dignitaries at the local and state level, many people are bringing you their tribute and their congratulations and their well wishes. So please make sure that you watch those. And now, class of 2020, we needed to do more. Your faculty and staff, we decided we needed to acknowledge you in a very special way. So what is a vital place on campus? We decided that the area that's surrounded by the Lutz building and the Shoemaker Research Building and the Belknap Academic Building, that vital space will now be called the 2020 Quad. We will have a permanent marker there to call this the Class of 2020 Quad. So you must come back, each and every one of you, to visit your special place on campus. We could not be more proud of you. And we wish you the very, very best. Now let me do one last thing, and that is, by the power given to me by the Board of Trustees, I am now pleased to confer upon each and every one of you the degrees and certificates you have earned upon the recommendation of the faculties of your schools and colleges. Cardinals, congratulations, and remember, wherever you fly, Louisville and the University of Louisville will forever be your home. So come back and see us, and go Cards!
Ethan Sammons is a graduating senior who majored in finance. He spent the last year serving as the president of the College of Business Student Council. During his time at U of L, he was also involved as the finance director for the Raise Red Dance Marathon, a 3-year tour guide, a student orientation staffer for the College of Business, president of the Interfraternity Council, and a proud member of Sigma Phi Epsilon fraternity. After graduation, Ethan will begin working for his national fraternity based out of Richmond, Virginia, as a regional director and hopes to attend law school afterward. Today, he'll be sharing his message for his classmates in the class of 2020. Please welcome Ethan Sammons.
Hey everybody, really grateful to have the opportunity to address you all under any circumstances, and I'm especially grateful to have the opportunity to address my fellow classmates in the class of 2020 right now during this time of our celebration. We have endured quite a bit during our time at U of L. We came in under tremendous uncertainty. We endured some of it while we were here. And today we managed to leave at an even stranger time for the university and the rest of the world than anyone could have imagined. But when I was reflecting on how I wanted to interpret my time at U of L and everything I wanted to remember from my experiences, I came across a poem from Friedrich Nietzsche that he wrote when he was looking to move on to the next stage of his life. And I think it aptly describes the endurance that the next stage of our life is going to demand from us. And I changed some of the time-specific language to directly apply to our college experience, and you should be able to tell what I did. But it goes, "On this perfect day, when all is ripening and not only the grape turns brown, a sunbeam lit my life. I looked back, looked outward, and never saw so many and such good things all at once. Not in vain today did I bury my third, fourth, or arbitrary number of years. I had the right to bury it. All that was life in it has been saved and is immortal. How could we not be grateful for our whole college experience? And as we are about to tell ourselves the stories of our lives in a world that is changing faster than ever before, I hope that we remember the good times that we shared here in the College of Business and at U of L, and the incredible achievements of our class under adversity. It is no small feat to graduate from a great school like U of L under any circumstances, and we did it under this circumstance. I hope, as we all set out to make the world a better place and a more virtuous one, that our actions will be informed by the values of our university, the lessons that we've learned here, the friendships and the relationships that we've made. And I think that information is best immortalized in the last line of our alma mater. May our thoughts for years to come be of thee, our U of L. Thank you. Congrats to all my fellow graduating classmates. Best of luck in the future. And last but not least, go Cards.
Robert Whitaker is Senior Vice President, Corporate Finance for DHL, a $65 billion plus logistics company with more than 500,000 employees worldwide. Bob has over 25 years of experience in finance and serves as Vice Chairman of the Board of Directors for the Association for Financial Professionals, which has over 16,000 members and each year hosts the largest worldwide networking conference for 6,500 corporate finance professionals. Serving as a trustee on numerous DHL and Teamster Union retirement plans, he manages nearly $3 billion in assets. Prior to joining DHL in 2004, Robert held a number of financial positions of increasing responsibility with AT&T, including CFO for AT&T Capital, Latin America. He holds a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration from the University of Louisville and an MBA from Indiana University in Bloomington. Bob currently serves as Vice Chair of the College of Business Board of Advisors and is the 2020 Board Member of the Year. Please welcome Bob Whitaker.
Hello, graduating seniors. I would like to congratulate each of you on this amazing accomplishment. I am very pleased to be speaking with you today, as I owe much of the success I have to my time at the University of Louisville College of Business. I was in your shoes about 30 years ago. The business school building was brand new. I had just completed my studies, and I was both excited and nervous about the road ahead. Graduation is the end of a chapter, but fortunately, it is also the beginning of another. The future can be daunting, but I am here today to tell you it will be okay. You are well prepared to face the challenges ahead. When I was asked to speak today, I reflected on my time at U of L. Originally, I was a political science major, a little lost and looking for a new path. Out of curiosity, I took a macroeconomics class. Maybe because of the professor I had, or maybe the subject just clicked. Either way, I found my passion. I don't know how each of you chose the College of Business, but you made a wonderful choice. Not only will your experiences at U of L help you in your career, but they will help you in life. I was at Louisville during the 80s, and honestly, the thing that stood out most for everybody was basketball. Under Denny Crum, we had been to 6 Final Fours and won 2 national championships. I remember a quote from Coach Crum that I think is relevant to you today. Denny humorously observed, "Most of our future lies ahead." Now, while this is true, that future is based on a foundation you received at the University of Louisville College of Business. And throughout my career, I have relied on that same foundation. Not only the subjects I studied, but the skills I learned, the ethics the professors instilled in me, and the relationships I built in Louisville. And I can tell you with certainty, this future that lies ahead for you will be both exciting and rewarding. What is great about the College of Business is not just the top-rate education, but also the personal approach of the professors. For me, one of the most important aspects of my time at U of L was the dedication of the professors and how accessible they were. I still marvel at that, given how many students there are. I always felt I was getting personal attention and some pretty good jokes. I remember Professor Bob Myers in particular gave me some of the funniest jokes I've heard. Quantitative analysis jokes, to be sure. But beyond the personal relationships with the professors, it was their ability to help the students help themselves, or more specifically, help each other. Rather than always giving us the answer, the professors encouraged us to work together with fellow students to get to the answer. That skill of relying on others and working together to get to the optimal solution has been invaluable. The professors and my fellow students were critical in achieving my goals at the university and forming who I am. Each of you should take time to reflect on family, friends, professors, fellow students, everyone who helped get you here to your graduation. And like in school, know that in your career, you will never be alone. Today, I also want to speak a bit about what lies ahead and careers. Looking back at my career is very different than when I was in your position looking forward to the future. The uncertainty of any career becomes crystal clear in hindsight. I have worked in a number of corporations across several industries. I can tell you there is a huge need for talent out there. You need to understand your worth and be confident that you have been equipped to compete. The courses you have taken, the team projects you completed, and all your experiences at the University of Louisville have provided you the skill sets the markets seek desperately. You should feel confident of the road ahead. Having said that, I know you are graduating in very turbulent and chaotic times. I myself finished my MBA during the Gulf War recession. Instead of having multiple job offers, I had multiple rejection letters. But I did not lose hope. It only takes one job offer. I have seen the Gulf War, 9/11, the financial crisis, and now this. Rest assured, our economy is resilient, and this will be over soon. You are better prepared than most of the workforce, and you will certainly benefit from the recovery. Now, whether you're going to be running a small business or working in a large corporation, let me give you the simple secret to a successful career. First, keep a positive attitude. People want to work with Winnie the Pooh, not Eeyore. Second, volunteer for everything. When customers or colleagues need help, or there are projects to be done, whatever is needed, volunteer. Third, expand your scope. Don't be limited to a predefined definition of your job. Your job, in fact, is to do whatever you need to for the business to be successful. And expanding the scope will certainly lead you in new directions you did not anticipate. Finally, don't be afraid to fail. Self-made billionaire and entrepreneur Sarah Blakely, founder of Spanx, says her father's focus on failure actually helped her become the success she is today. Every night, her father would ask her and her brother what they had failed at that day. My own company is working on developing a culture where failure is a learning experience, not defeat. Someone who has not failed is someone who has not tried. That is the attitude you should take to face the challenges ahead. With a positive attitude, a desire to help, flexibility, and a willingness to act even in the face of failure, your career will be easier than you think. Now, as you're working hard and advancing your career, don't get so wrapped up in your job that you forget about what is important: family and friends. I remember just before my graduation, a professor played a song in one of my finance classes, "Cats in the Cradle" by Harry Chapin. If you don't know it, go listen to it. The song's message of being too focused on career at the expense of family is an important one to take with you through life. The other advice I would give is to remember the ethics you learned at the University of Louisville. In business, with the drive for profit, it is too easy to cross that line into unethical behavior. Stand up for what is right as good corporate citizens. Believe me, people will respect you for it. I would encourage you as you move forward in your career to remember your time at U of L. The good times you had, the successes you achieved, the friendships you made, and the skills you have acquired will define your life for years to come. As I look at the future you are facing, we have unprecedented technological change which will transform business and careers as we know it. Do not fear this. Embrace it. Louisville's College of Business has equipped you with the skills that will always be needed in business: flexibility, thinking outside the box, entrepreneurial spirit, and perhaps most important, teamwork. These are exciting times. Business is global, and even if you stay in Louisville, you can't escape the international business world. What I wouldn't give to be back in your shoes, facing this exciting future, knowing I have been equipped to succeed by the University of Louisville's College of Business. I wish you all the best of luck.
Dear college self, there's so much you already know about me, more than you realize. Believe it or not, so much of where I am and who I am today is a product of the work you've already done. It's easy to say you'll never dream of where we wound up or who we've become, but we know that isn't true. You've done so much of the figuring out and heavy lifting over these last few years. This is a thank you letter to you, my college self. Thank you for the countless hours that taught me the meaning of sacrifice. Thank you for doing the work, even when the work was the last thing on our mind. Thank you for discovering the courage to ask for help, to seek out mentors that lit the lamps in our dark times, as well as the friends and loved ones who kept us company along the way. The days stretching out before you aren't counted for distance. They're counting on you, like I'm counting on you, to carry our college years forward. Trust the traveler and not the destination. The following students were selected by the faculty as the outstanding students within each department. The outstanding graduate for May 2020, Natalie Alicia Stark. Outstanding graduates in accountancy, Lauren Alexandra Handley and Samuel Ray Haynes. Outstanding graduate in computer information systems, Natalie Alicia Stark. Outstanding graduate in economics, Dasha Kalaskina. Outstanding graduate in equine business, Paige Elizabeth Thompson. Outstanding graduate in finance, Eric Matthias Bush. Outstanding graduate in marketing, Richard Blake Carlisle. MBA candidates for degree. The Dean's Citation is the highest honor awarded, and it reflects the recipient's final cumulative GPA ranks in the top 10% of the graduating class. Entrepreneurship MBA Cohort Dean's Citations: Carter Hudson and Joshua Cotter. Professional MBA Cohort Dean's Citations: Daniel Kapp, Hamid Reza Kazemi, William Morgan, and Kelly Spilson. As we conclude our virtual celebration of your achievement, the College of Business would like to reiterate how proud we are of each and every one of you who will have a degree conferred to them today. This is an incredible achievement. Our parting thoughts to you are simple. Go forth and bear fruit. Use your talents to do amazing things. Amazing things to support your family, to support your community, to support the least among us. You hold the power to change the world. We look forward to seeing all of you in person this December. Thank you and Godspeed.